Today we'll start with the goods receipt, okay? Like we have learned the procure to pay cycle, right? Like after the purchase requisition based on the source list, like we have created the request for quotations. If the source is not available, so if the source is available, we can directly do the PO. If it's not available, we have to choose the vendor from the outside, and we have to create the RFQ part, request for quotations. Then we have to select the vendors. Once we select the vendors, we need to send the legal document, that is the PO, to the vendor to deliver the material. Once we're done with this, we need to do the GR. Do you have any idea about the GR? Anyone?
Ma'am, goods receipt.
Yeah.
No.
What is that?
It is a goods is when the
Once we receive the material, we will do the verification and we will invert the into system and along with the physical quantity. So
Yes.
that's it.
Actually, once we will send the PO copy to the vendor, right? That is the legal document. Once we send
Yes.
the PO document to the vendor, what vendor will do? Vendor will deliver the material. Once you deliver the material, so whatever the material we are received, we need to maintain in a system, right? So that is nothing but the goods receipt. Okay. So whatever the material we'll receive from the vendor based on our PO requirements, so we'll maintain that in the MyGo transaction. Okay, I'll just show you in a system. So just if I wanted to tell the definitions, let's see in the MyGo, in the goods receipt also, what we can do is, one, if we receive the material, we have to do the goods receipt. Okay. The second one is if anything mistakes was done by the vendor, or else if anything mistake was done by us, we can cancel the document. Okay, and we can return that GR document also. That I'll show you in a system. Okay. So there are different procedures are there. And one more thing, is it required to PO is necessary to create the GR?
Yes, Mas.
Yes. Is there any
Yes.
possibility like without PO can we create the GR?
No,
No,
Mas.
we required, I think. PO number at least we required.
Just try. Actually, we can create the GR without PO also. That is the second step. Where for the first one is with respect to PO, we have to create the goods receipt. Okay. The second one is without PO also, we can create the goods receipt. Can anyone guess which scenario we can create the GR without PO? Just try.
Ma'am, yeah, service based.
Sorry.
Ma'am, service based means when the company is providing services, not for the material, like bill, electricity, utility, all those are services, right? Then I think GRN is not needed because material is not coming in the storehouse, right?
Yeah, but in that time we'll do the service entry sheet, right? For that, whatever the service we require, we need to do the service entry sheet with without PO. Like instead of PO, we need to maintain the service entry sheet. Okay, like how we'll know, like whatever the service we require for the organization, how the vendor will know, right?
Yes.
Service procurement we are using instead of PO, we'll use service entry sheet. In that service entry sheet, we'll mention what and all the service we require for the organization. So I'm asking like without PO, without service entry sheet, like without anything, we can create the goods receipt. Okay. Just try with any scenario, like which scenario we can create the goods receipt without purchase order. Okay. I'll only tell you. See what happens. Yes, it's Neha.
Reconciliation in any stock variation.
No. Okay, it's fine. I'll tell you. See, just imagine sometimes what will happen in a company, there is an urgent requirement is there, right? So that time I don't have any time. I don't have even 5 to 10 minutes time to create the PO. That time what I'll do, like for example, from past so many years with the same vendor, I'm buying the material for my organization. Okay. So in a few of the times, what will happen in urgent basis without sending the PO, in just in a phone call or just in an email, I'll place an order, okay, to the vendor. So in that scenario, we can create the GR without PO. Okay, this is just will placing the order over the phone or else through the email. In this case, the stocks will be received from the vendor. That time we need to do the goods received in the same MyGo transaction, but with the normal GR we are creating with respect to the PO, but here without PO we can receive the goods from the vendor just by the phone call or just through the email. We can place the order to the vendor, then we can do the GR. Okay, in this scenario we can do the goods receipt without purchase order. Done.
No, I didn't get.
Okay, fine. Mm, just imagine there is an urgent requirement. Okay, I am the company, you are the vendor, Manish. Okay, what I'll do, I'll not create any PO. I don't have any time. Okay, you are you are delivering the material from past 5 to 10 years. Okay, for the same company, you're delivering the material from past to 5 to 10 years. Okay, so what I'll do, the company will do just over the phone call. Just I'll call you, Manish, like you are the vendor. Just I'll call you, or else just I'll mail you. Okay, these are the materials I required. This is where only when the urgent requirement is there. That time if we don't have any time to create the purchase order, and like within 2-3 minutes we have to inform to the vendor like this and all the materials I required over the phone call, or else over the mail I'll place the order. Okay, that time we have to create the goods receipt without purchase order. It's just done with the phone call or else email during the urgent requirement.
But after uh, 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 after this process, like we have to send the PO, or just only the material will receive and then we can just use the material,
See, that's
like for
what
the account assignment, account maintaining, and all.
Yeah, just hold on. Like, see, for example, what you are from 5 to 10 years, you're delivering the material to me. Okay, so have the trust. Okay, this will in the real time, this will not happen, but this is the second scenario where we can create the goods receipt without purchase order in a rare conditions. Okay, in a rare condition, what the companies will do, they will phone call to the vendor, and then or else they will mail to the particular vendor and they will place the order. Okay, like suppose you can take the small organization also, small companies. There will be not a huge requirement as there are there. Okay, that time they will use this procedure. It's in a real time. It's in rarely they will use this method. Okay, but you should be aware like goods receipt we can do without purchase order also. Okay, I'll show you in a system how we need to configure that one. Done.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, just write down the definition. Goods receipt. 1 second, I'll share my screen. Yes, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just write down this definition. After processing of purchase order by vendor, material is delivered to ordering party. And this process is called as goods receipt. Okay. Goods receipt is the phase in which the material is received by the ordering party and the condition and quality are verified once material is verified against quality, then goods receipt is posted. Then we can create the goods receipt in a 4 ways, okay? Possibilities of goods receipt. We can perform goods receipt in following ways. Number one, goods GR is nothing but the goods receipt, okay? GR with respect to PO. The second one is GR without PO. Third one is GR with respect to order. This will done by the PP consultant. We are not going to do this. Just for your reference part, I'm writing, okay? GR with respect to delivery. This will done by the ST consultant. You are not going to do this one, even this one. We can perform the goods receipt in this ways, okay? GR with respect to the PO. With respect to the PO is nothing but by with reference to with the PO, we can create the GR. The second one is GR with without PO. So without PO also in an urgent requirement, what companies will do over a phone call or over a mail, they will they will place the order. That time, instead of without the PO document, we can create the goods receipt, okay? These two you can perform. Goods receipt with respect to order and goods receipt with respect to delivery. This is done by the PP consultant and the SD consultant, okay? It's not done by the MM. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others?
Yes, done.
Yeah.
Yes, done.
So the T code for the creation of the goods receipt is MyGo. Okay. This is the only T code for the all the changes, the cancellation of the document for the return delivery, everything will be using the same transaction code, that is MyGo. Okay. If you're done with this, I'll show you in a system. Now we'll do with respect to the PO, okay? Just first I'll show you the MyGo screen, what all the fields are available. Just I'll give you broad idea. Once we are done with this, we'll create one material, we'll create one vendor, and we'll create one PO. Based on the PO number, we'll create the GR, okay? Done?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. See, MyGo. This is the T code, okay? Once you come with the MyGo transaction, you can see the screen, right? See here. As I already told you, there is only one T code, that is the MyGo T code. So by using that T code, you can do the goods receipt, or else in some scenario, you can return the goods to the vendor also. For that, you need to do the A02 return delivery. And there is a number of the fields here. For example, see, in the material master, vendor master, PIR, PR, PO will be having the different T codes, right? For the creation part, for the changes part, for the display one will be having the different T code, right? For example, if you can take for the PO ME23N, it is for the display one. For the creation part, we'll use different T code, that is ME21N, right? And the same scenario in the
Yes.
PR and the material master, vendor master also. But when it comes to the goods receipt, everything you are done by in this screen only. Just what you need to do is, for the goods receipt, you have to do the A01. With respect to the purchase order, you have to select this one, R01 purchase order. Okay. Just I'll show you. See here. What you can see. You can do the return delivery, you can do the cancellation of the document, and if you want to display the goods receipt, you can do the display. And then subsequent delivery, this transfer posting, all I'll tell you. Goods issue, transfer posting. There is tomorrow I'll tell you, like movement types and transfer posting. It's nothing but storage location to storage location transfer, and then plan to plan transfer is there. And then the subsequent adjustment will come in the subcontracting process. So there we will be using the different field, okay? But as of now, we'll do how to do the goods receipt when we receive the material from the vendor. If the any material, if you are returning to the vendor, we can do the return delivery also. If in some scenario, if you wanted to cancel that GR, we can do the cancellation part also. And I will show you the display mode also, okay? This and all with respect to the different stock types. For example, subcontracting process. In the STO process, you need to just transfer the material from one storage location to another storage locations in this transfer posting, okay? And when it comes to the goods issue, for example, in the storage location, the materials are there. For example, storage location, Manish have the materials, okay? For example, for the production purpose, what Manish will do, he will transfer the material to the production department, okay? Just he will issue the goods from his storage location to the other departments. That time we are doing the goods issue. Done. So this and all will come into the different process. But as of today, we'll learn how to receive the do the goods receipt, and how to do the return delivery, and how to cancel the document, and how to display the GR. Okay. Do you have any question here? Manish?
No.
Are
No.
we using different transaction code for the display one, or for the cancellation, or the return delivery?
Yes, I understood.
No, I'm asking the question, like, are we using the different T codes in the GR for the cancellation part, or the return delivery, or else for the
only the single one, like the MyGo.
Yeah, in the MyGo, here you have to change, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you're done with this, we'll come to this one. See, goods receipt with respect to purchase order, we are creating the goods receipt, right? That's why you have to select the purchase order, and there is some different fields also is available. See, what I told you, like without PO also we can create the goods receipt, right? Does anyone have the idea which field I need to select here? You can try.
R01.
If this is with respect to the purchase order, I can create the GR. So I'm
material document.
Sorry?
Material document.
No, I have not created the material document. I have ordered the material over the phone call, right? Over the phone call, or over the mail.
Order or other?
Yes. Neha, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You have to choose the other. See, this and all the material document, with respect to the material document, you can create the GR. Okay. This inbound delivery and the outbound delivery, we are not going to do. The other module person will do, okay? This and all, order, reservation, transport, ID code, transport, this and all, SD consultant, PP consultant, they will do the further different purpose, okay? When it comes to the MM, Like we are creating the goods receipt with respect to the purchase order, or else you can create with respect to the material document also, or else without PO you can create the goods receipt. That time you have to select this one, other. See, I'll just show you the difference. Okay, see, when I wanted to create with respect to the PO, you can see the screen, right? Here I have to give the purchase order number, right?
Yes.
What I'll do, I'll just select other. Is the screen is available here to give the PO number?
No.
Yeah, this is the difference. So randomly I'll take one PO number and I'll show you the fields now. Okay, then we'll create one GR. Yeah, this is for the reference I've taken. See here, see, you can see this one, right? Plant. So under which plant we are going to do the goods receipt? That is TP10 we have mentioned, right?
Yes.
And anyone observe here GR goods receipt 101, what it is? 101.
The receipt number, GR number.
No. Sneha?
No idea. These many goods receipt number generated number. Huh?
No,
This
no.
GRN has been completed.
No, actually it is a movement type. Okay, movement type, it's nothing but the type of activity performed in the material. I'll just show you what and all the movement type will be available. Okay, there is some changes. Okay, while creating the goods receipt, the in default standard 101 movement type will come. For example, if you want to, if we canceling the GR, there is an other movement type will come, and if you wanted to return the goods receipt, there is some changes in the movement type. Okay, that I'll tell you tomorrow, the movement types and the account assignment categories. So I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay, just note it here, 101, just observe it here. Whenever I create the goods receipt, or else whenever I do the cancellation, or else whenever I do the return delivery, just observe it here. What and all the movement type, it will change. Okay, see, first we'll come to this one. This is the header tab. Okay, this is the, one second. Yes, this is the header data, as it is same like the purchase requisition and then the PO and all, where you can see the header data and the item data and the item overview. In the GR, you can see the header data and the item overview. Okay, see, under the header data, what you can see is document date, and then posting date, delivery note, bill of lading. These are the fields are available. For example, document date. Document date is nothing but the whenever we are issuing the document to the vendor. For example, PO document date. Okay, whenever the PO document is sent to the vendor, that date will come into picture here. Okay, and then the posting date. Posting date, we need to maintain it here. Like whenever we are doing the GR. For example, PO we have sent it on the 25th. We are doing the GR on 30th. Okay, the posting date when we are going to do the GR, that time we have to maintain the date here. Okay, anyone?
Ma'am, document date, what you have said?
Document date, it's nothing but the, like the, you have sent the PO copy to the vendor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, particularly when you have sent the PO document date. So that date will come into picture here. Or else, then in the posting date, whenever you are going to do the GR. For example, I have ordered the material 1 week back. I'm doing the GR now. Or else you can mention the dates also here. For example, the previous date also you can mention here. Here. We'll create one GR. Okay, then I will change it. This is the existing purchase order number I have given, just to show you. Okay, we'll create one GR. That time I'll show you this one, how it will change. Done?
Yes.
Yes, Miles.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone have the idea about the delivery channel? Delivery channel. What is delivery channel?
Yes, to send material outside of the company without any invoice, without any bill. So we'll raise a delivery note. With the help of delivery note, we will send material out of the company.
Yes, delivery channel is nothing but the delivery note also. It is a supporting document issued by a vendor. Okay, along with the material and then the information and then the quantity and all the vendor details. That is the delivery challan. And you will be having the delivery challan number also. Okay. See here, you can maintain if you have the delivery challan number, you can maintain the delivery channel number also. And one more thing, it is not mandatory to maintain all these details while creating the goods receipt. But for your reference part, I'm telling you all the fields, how it functions. Okay, but it is not mandatory to mention all the details here, right? So whatever the delivery challan number the vendor will provide, no, that number you have to mention it here. Okay. And then do you have any idea about the bill of lading?
It's an import document, shipping bill copy. If anything we are importing, that time it will generate.
Yes, it is like that. Same like delivery challan, but it will come into picture only when we buy the material from the foreign vendors. Okay, that time this bill of lading will come into picture. It's like the same. Whatever the delivery challenge the vendor will give you now about the material information, about the quantity, about the all the details, what vendor will give you the delivery challenge number, same as it is, but bill of lading will come into picture when we import the material from the foreign vendors. Okay, for the domestic vendors, only delivery note. We have to mention the delivery channel number here. But for the whenever we receiving material from the foreign vendors, that time bill of lading will come into picture. Okay.
Okay.
Does anyone have the idea? Anyone have the doubt here? Document date and posting date, I will show you with the difference, like when we create the GR. This delivery note, whenever we receive the material from the vendor, that too in the domestic, that vendor will provide you all the details about the materials, quality and everything. And there will be a delivery challan number also that you need to maintain here. Bill of lading as it is same like the delivery challan, but when we import the material from the foreign vendors, that time bill of lading will come into picture. Okay. And this is that vendor PO and all is there. That is not much required.
Delivery note, it also can be an invoice, right?
Yeah. And you can mention the note if anything is there, or else you can mention the challan number if the vendor is provided, or else it's not required. But it is not mandatory. Okay, few of the companies what they will do if they are going to import the material from the foreign vendors, that time they will make this bill of lading as a mandatory field in the screen field setting. Okay, that time they have to mention the number. But as of now, it's not mandatory. Delivery note, bill of lading, it's not mandatory. But in the real time, if they require all these details when they're receiving the goods, they will do it as an mandatory fields. That time you have to mention whatever the details you will get from the vendor. If he's giving you the delivery challan number or else bill of lading number, everything you need to maintain here. Okay, and one more thing, in an interview, they may ask what is the difference between bill of lading and the delivery note, and they may ask why we are the bill of lading it will be used. And to confuse you, they will ask the bill of lading will be used for the domestic vendors. So be aware the bill of lading only come into picture whenever we are receiving the material from the foreign vendors, not from the domestic. Okay, for the domestic vendors, if you are receiving the materials in the delivery note, the delivery challan number you have to mention, or else any note from the vendor. Be aware of bill of lading. Okay, put a star mark here. Sometimes they may ask. Done.
Yes.
So this is the general tab, and then so does anyone have the idea where this vendor details as copied?
PIR.
PO. See, you can
PO.
see, right, vendor PO. These vendor details are copied from the PO. Like while creating the PO, we will mention vendor details and the material document number, right? With the combination of the material and the vendor, we are creating the PO. So all the vendor details will come into picture here. And one more thing. Just see here, which purchasing group they have ordered. When this you can create check purchasing group and ordered by. For example, if I ordered Mansa, it will come here. This is just an user ID. You can see right while log on to the SAP system. So that in the real time, what will happen? You will be getting the user ID. Okay. So if you are going to order so that your order ID will come into picture here. Okay, 1 second. I have to show you one more thing. Display. Just 1 second. Yeah. Okay, and one more tab will come into picture once you're done with the GR. Okay, that is the document information will come into picture. Document information, you can check the accounting document and all. I will tell you movement times and accounting document tomorrow. See, in the header data, as of now, the general data and the vendor data will come. Document information, once you're done with all the invoice and all, then document information will come into picture here. Okay. Yes, I have used some other material document. In this GR we have already created. See here, you can see this tab, right? Document information. There you will be having the ID entered by which user and created on particularly which date and which time you have created, and the transaction code, that is the goods movement. You can see the MyGo, and here you can see the FI document, right? See here, click on this. Accounting document and special purpose ledger, you can see, right? I'll just teach you what is accounting document tomorrow. Okay, there is an BSX, WRX and all is there. That is the accounting document. Whenever you do the goods movement, there will be changes. WRX, BSX and that and all come into picture in the under the FI document. As of now, just see how to create the GR. Tomorrow topic, I'll tell you all the accounting documents and then the movement types. Okay. Once you're done with this, this is the header data, general, vendor, and the document information. And here what you can see is the like the material, like the how much quantity we have ordered, like in under kg, and the storage location, and then movement type. You can see here, like, right, 101 movement type. See, stock type. Can anyone guess what is this unrestricted quality under blocked? Sneha?
No idea. Rejected quantity.
No, in the see here only you can
Those,
quality
those,
and the unrestricted. You can guess.
I think those materials will not use for production. It is for
Yes.
Flagged material.
No. Actually, Harish is almost correct. Why we'll use? Why we have to use the quality inspection? See, what happens?
Received material are in good condition or not. that report will be generated in that.
Yes, see what happens, what I can do is whenever I'm receiving the material from the vendor, from if I'm using, if I'm buying the material from particular that vendor from so many years, I will not check the quality also few times. I will be having the guarantee like this vendor will be delivering the material with all the conditions. Okay, that time unrestricted use. So this material can be used for the directly for the production purpose. Sometimes what will happen, I'm buying the material from the new vendor. Okay, how can I trust him, right? I need to check his quality, right? Whatever the materials he is delivering, I need to check the quality of the material, right? That time you have to send the material to the quality inspections. Okay, and one more thing is there, like for example, if the quality is not up to the mark, you can block that particular material. For that reason, you will be having the different stock types. Okay, unrestricted use, these materials can be directly used for the production purpose. Whichever the material is under the quality inspection, till the quality inspection is done, we can't able to use the materials. And if the materials are in the blocked stock, we can't able to use these particular materials. Okay. Done, Manish?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. And this we have done. Then plant, as you all know, under which plant we have created the PO, then vendor PO. See here, purchase order PO number is came into picture, and then quantity, how much quantity we have ordered, and it is in the kg. So all details you can see here. Okay, and the material number also. See here, material number, under which plant, under which storage location, all the details will come into picture here in the GR. And the vendor number. See here, vendor number, material number, and the PO number, everything is came in the GR, right? Okay, currency, everything is mentioned. And then we'll go to the item data. Okay, see here, under the material, you can see the material document number. Okay, this is the material document number and the material group and the test practice. Not much is there. Under the quantity, so how much quantity you have received from the vendor, you have to mention it here. Okay, and if anything, the delivery note is there, and then GR quantity, how much is there, everything will come into picture, and the price also, amount in lakh. For example, for the 10 materials we have maintained in the PO for 50 rupees or the 100 rupees, it will calculate for the overall price, and that overall price will come here. Okay, and then where? Here, while creating the GR, you need to maintain the storage location. This is mandatory. Okay. See here, this is actually we are in a display mode. That's why the screen is not popped up. We'll create one GR. That time you can see. Okay. You can see here, right? 101 movement type, and it is in
Yes.
unrestricted use. Unrestricted use is nothing but we can use this material for the production purpose. Okay, this stock type and all we can change by using the movement type also, that I'll tell you. Okay, under which plant we are going to store the material, and under which storage location we can store the material, that all details will come into picture. Okay, and purchase order data, like the PO number will come into picture. Under the item category, I will tell you, this is nothing but delivery completion indicator. Okay, if for example I ordered 100 quantity, if I to the vendor, if the vendor is delivered complete 100 quantity, automatically this delivery completion indicator will get ticked. Okay, for example, here I have received only 50 quantity. Okay, still 50 quantity is not delivered by the vendor, that's the reason here the indicator is not popped up. Okay, still we have to receive 50 more quantity. Done. We'll create one GR, that time you will get to know. And then this partner is nothing but the vendor detail, vendor PO and the vendor PO number. And the weigh is nothing but the gross weight. If we have maintained any details in the material master, that will come into picture here. Okay. So we'll create one GR now. That time we will get more idea. What I will do, I'll create one material first. P10. Material GR. Base unit of measure and kg. Material group 0. We have created one material. Then what is the T code for the creation of the vendor?
XK01.
What is the account group? Standard account group.
KRED.
What?
KRED.
Yes, KRED. Vendor from GR. Give random 50. You can take the previous vendor also, just I'm creating the new one. You can take the existing one also. What is the reconciliation account number?
16
double
Cash management group?
A1.
A1.
Yes. Order currency, shall I maintain the euro?
No,
No,
INR.
INR.
Why?
We have made it
Because
as
we are
domestic.
dealing with the domestics.
Yes. Terms of payment. Given a random immediate. This is the vendor. Take the existing vendor also, but I am creating the new one. So what I have to do now? I created the material, I created the vendor. Then is it mandatory to create the PIR or PO? Sorry, PR?
No.
So
Directly
directly
PO.
you create the PO, right? Yes, the standard. So vendor will take. What is the company code?
1989.
Give the material number. The plant P10. So price I'll maintain 10 rupees. PO quantity I'll maintain 50 or else 250. Okay. Is there any messages? Is there? No. So we can save. We have created the PO also now. Now, what we have to do? You have to tell me the steps now to do the MyGo.
MyGo.
Now,
Now A01 PO.
no, with respect to
Goods
PO,
receipt.
we are creating. So,
Yeah. Year
what
PO
I-
number.
okay.
Enter.
See, all the details it took, right?
Yes.
See, I told you document and posting date is not mandatory, but we can change it. Okay. For example, what will happen? GR as of this is the practicing server. That's why all the data it's taking from the 27, tomorrow's date. Okay. But in a real time, what will happen if the document date, posting date also we can change. Whenever we are doing the GR, we can maintain the GR date. And whenever we are sending the PO document to the vendor, that time vendor will give the delivery challan number also. That time when we receive the delivery challan number, we can maintain particularly that date also. Okay. But as of now, document date and posting date, it's taking 27. That is for the tomorrow. But in a real time, whenever you are going to create the GR, you have to maintain the GR date and the document date. When you receive the delivery challan number date, you have to maintain that particular date here. Okay. And delivery note and bill of lading, it's not required here. Anything is not required to maintain it here. But in a real time, if they made it mandatory, suppose if they are buying material from the foreign vendors, that time they may make this field as mandatory. That time what you have to do is you have to maintain the bill of lading number, particularly whatever the vendor will give you, right? You have to maintain that particular number here only for the foreign vendor, or else bill of lading is not required. Or else if you are receiving the delivery challan number from the domestic, I mean to say within India, that time you have to maintain delivery challan number here. Okay, delivery challan number, delivery challan date here. Then this is for the delivery note for the domestic one, bill of lading for the foreign vendors. Okay. And then vendor header tester, it's on all not required. See, all the details it's came in. How much quantity we have ordered in a PO?
250.
Yes. And which moment time it came? 101.
101.
Yeah.
One.
We are receiving the goods from the vendor. That's why it's coming 101. I'll after this I'll try to cancel the document. That time there is some changes here. Okay, you can observe that time. See here also this movement type will. See here. 101 goods received for purchase order into warehouse. We are receiving the goods with respect to the purchase order into our store. That's why 101 is coming. Okay. 102 is nothing but the goods received for purchase order into warehouse. From the warehouse, we are transferring that material to the vendor. We are returning that material to the vendor. That's why 101, 102 movement type will come into picture. For example, 103, this movement type will come into picture where we'll whatever the goods we are receiving from the vendor directly will post that goods to the quality blocked stock. That time 103 will come into picture. Okay, you can see here, right? Goods received for purchase order into GR blocked stock. Right? There is some changes. You don't need to learn all these movement types. Only 101, 102, 103. As of now, it's sufficient. So I'll tell you for the cancellation of the GR, for the return delivery of the GR, the reason movement type is there. Only learn those movement types. It's not required to learn all these movement types. Okay. See, there are n number of the movement types are available. I will tell you which and all movement types are very important. You have to learn only those movement types. Okay. You are not able to remember all these movement types. But you should be aware what is movement types. Movement types, it defines the type of activity performed in the material. Okay. Whenever receiving the material from the vendor, that time 101 movement type will come into picture. Whenever we are returning the material to the vendor, if any quality issues are there, that time 102 movement type will come into picture. And whenever we are receiving the material to our blockwood stock, or else whenever the quality is not good, that time what will happen, we'll transfer the goods to the blockwood stock. That time 103 will come into picture. Okay, any doubt? We'll do the movement type and the accounting entries tomorrow. Okay, as of now, just observe which movement type is coming while creation of the GR, while cancelling the document, while returning the document, which and all movement type will come into picture. Just observe that one. Okay, any doubt? Manish?
No.
This already I've shown you all the details here. Everything you will get. This is the purchase PO number, and then the quantity, how much we ordered PO in the PO, and then the material number under the which plant and with under vendor. Everything you can see here. Okay. Once you're done with this, here all the material details, material for GR. Okay. See here, quantity. See what you can do. For example, you order the 250 quantity to the vendor. Okay. Suppose a vendor will deliver completely 250 material, or else he may deliver only few of the materials. For example, 150. Okay. Still 100 is pending. Okay. Whatever the material you are receiving from the vendor, you have to maintain that numbers here. Okay. Quantity we have ordered is, here you can see here, right? Quantity ordered is 250, but quantity we are receiving is 150. If you are receiving complete 250 quantity, you have to maintain 250 quantity, or else if you are receiving only 150 quantities, you have to mention here how much quantity you have received. Done. This is mandatorily you have to maintain how much quantity you have received. Done.
Yes.
Yes.
Then you can see here, right, under item. Okay.
Yes, Hemant.
You have to check this box. For example, as of now, I'll receive 250 complete material. Okay, I'll do the changes. Once you're done with this part, I'll receive a complete I have ordered 250 materials. I've received 250 materials. So I'll mention 250 materials here, and then you have to check this box item. Okay. Okay. Once you're done with this, under where, see, you have to maintain the storage location. Why do we need to maintain the storage location? Any idea?
Because we're receiving full amount, means the whole amount we're receiving in our store, in a store.
Yeah. Under the plant, we need to maintain that particular material in under one storage location, right? So we have the automatically the plant name it took. Okay. Under the plant, we have so many storage locations, right? Under which location we need to store that particular material. We need to maintain that storage location. For example, for the electric items, we are maintaining one particular storage locations. And for the chemicals, we are maintaining one storage locations. So there is some changes, right? So that's why you have to mention for which particular storage location you have to maintain this particular material. Randomly, I'll take RM00 only here. Okay. And see here, stock type. Here, if you wanted this material should be done for the quality, if you wanted to send for the quality, you can do the quality inspection, or else if you wanted to send this material to the block or stock, you can change the stock type here. Okay. If you wanted this material to the production purpose, you have to, it should be in a default, it should be in a unrestricted use only. But sometimes what happens if the vendor is new, if you wanted that material should be in a checked in a quality need to check, means you have to do the quality inspection. Okay. Actually, this setting you can do it in a material master only. I will tell you that one. As of now, just note down here. Stock type, you can change it here. Okay. As of now, I'll not change anything. You have to mention the storage location. Okay. And then purchase order data, you don't need to mention anything here. See, is this the delivery completion indicator as check this box?
Yes.
No, why I'm asking is it the box has checked now?
No,
No.
but
Why? Still
Because
we
it has delivery completed once it.
yeah. Still we have not done the GR, right? That's why it's not, the tick box is not there. Once we are done with the goods receipt, come to the display mode and then you can check here. Delivery completion indicator for the PO item will show. And one more is there, delivery completion indicator. See, does anyone can guess what we can do it here? See, I'll just give you one example, okay? See, for example, I ordered 250 quantities, vendor delivered 250 quantities. Once I done with the goods receipt, automatically this box will get updated, okay? For example, the second option. For example, I ordered 250 quantities and I'll receive 150 quantities from the vendor. The remaining 100 quantities is not required, okay? That time what you can do is you can do this changing. If I don't want to receive further goods from the particular PO, you can use this set, okay? You can give, this is the manual setting, okay? Once you're done this with, you will be getting the one warning message also. First, we'll create normal GR and then we'll try with the other options, okay? This delivery completion indicator, it's mainly if you don't want to receive further material from the vendor. For example, I ordered 250 material, okay? Manish is the vendor. What Manish will do, Manish will deliver 150 material, right? So remaining 100 materials he need to deliver to me. So what I will do, I don't require that material for further purpose. So that time in the GR only I'll do these settings. In the delivery completion indicator, I'll check this box to set. That time what will happen, the remaining 100 materials we can't receive, and in the system it will show us the warning message, okay? We'll try with that method also once we are done with the normal GR, okay? As of now, just set automatically. Any doubt, Manish? Yeah.
Yeah, can
No.
you tell once again that I didn't get that?
Okay, for example, take Sneha, you are the vendor, okay? I'm the buyer. I mean to say I'm the company, so I have sent the PO copy to you, okay? I require 250 material. What you will do, you will just deliver 150 material to me, okay? Remaining, how many materials you need to deliver?
100.
Yeah. What I will do, that time for my purpose, I don't require that 100 materials. Okay. That time you have to do this settings. In the second option, if you check this set box, once you're done with the GR, automatically this delivery completion indicator box will update. I mean to say, I don't require the remaining 100 material from you.
But PO is already released for 250, right? So in that case also this is kind of the cancellation of the PO.
It's not mandatory to receive all the material at a time. Like, for example, I ordered in a bulk like 10,000, 50,000 material to you, okay? So what happened, 50,000 materials you can't deliver at a time. Sometimes you will deliver 25,000 and 25,000 you will be deliver after few months, okay? Based on the your convenient time, you will deliver the material later. That time, for example, in that particular 25,000 material only, or whatever the production purpose is there, I can complete it, okay? I don't require remaining to 25,000 material from you. So that time I can do the settings. For that also, we have to do the cancellation and the return delivery all. Just note this field, okay? We have to follow the different procedure. Here we need to change the cancellation and the return delivery and all we need to do. Just I'm telling you about the what this field indicates.
Okay.
Okay. Just I'm telling you all the what all the fields are indicating here. We'll do normal GR now. Then we'll cancel the document, then we'll return the document. There you can see the changes, movement type and everything you can change this. Okay. This you understood, right? Manish,
Yeah,
can you
understood.
explain
Yes.
the delivery completed indicator will function?
Sorry.
Can you explain the delivery completed indicator? What it indicates?
It indicates when we receive the material halfly or 75% or 25% from the vendor, that time rest of material, if we don't require that time, we have to set second number of set, and
Yes.
we have to go the further process.
Yes. Good. Then this is partner is nothing but the vendor number and the weight. If you wanted to maintain it here, you can maintain. But so what are all the mandatory field you need to maintain for the creation of the GR? Harish? What are the mandatory field? There are 2 fields you need to maintain mandatorily. Manish?
I think quantity.
Quantity, what and all quantity if you are receiving, you have to maintain. Also in default, it will take. You have to maintain the storage location,
Storage locations.
first one, and then you have to check this item OK box. For example, I will not check this box. Okay, I'll try to save the goods receipt. See,
Place in item. Okay. Item. Okay.
Manasa, but item okay is like if we receive the delivery for that, or
item OK, you have to check that box when you all the details if you have mentioned, particularly this item you are going to receive. You have received. For that reason, you have to check that box. You have
after
received.
receiving or at the creating time of GR?
Sorry.
After receiving the item, we need to check that box, or at the creating time of GR?
Yeah, GR we are doing whenever we are receiving the material, right?
Yes.
Yeah, goods receipt. The reason we have to do the GR is when we receive the material, we have to do the GR, right? That time you have to do the item. Okay. See, this is the GR number you got. Okay. Copy this. This is the GR number. We are done with this. Just I'll show you the display mode. Okay. My go. Here select display. Automatically took the material document number, that is the GR number. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Oh, it's not working. Yes. This is the only display mode you can see. Whatever the materials, details, quantity, you have ordered 250 quantity and then you have received 250 quantity. See, amount we have maintained 10 rupees, right? The total amount it will take 2,500 for 250. Okay. Then where under TP10 plant, we have storing this material under RM00 storage location. And then purchase order data. See here, you can see the changes, right? Delivery completion indicator PO item. Why this box updated? Is it updated before creating the GR?
No.
No.
This checkbox updated now.
Because we created this GR document.
Yeah, we have received the goods. That's why we have done with the goods received. The complete quantity, 250 quantity also we have received from the vendor. That's why it's showing delivery completion indicator. Or else the second scenario, if you don't require the, for example, you the vendor is delivered the 150 material, the remaining 100 materials you don't require for further purpose. That time you need to do the settings under the delivery completion indicator. You have to mention the second one set. The time also this box will update. Okay, if you have set that box. Done. And then the normal vendor details and the weight details. See, everything is done. This is the display one. And one more thing, there is one transaction fee is there. Just I will show you. Just hold on, I'll tell you. See here. Unrestricted use. Does anyone have the basic idea about what this particular screen will tell?
I think it's
Even
stock
if it's right.
inventory.
See, this is the stock overview list. Okay, the T code we need to use is, I'll just T code for the MyGo. Then MMB is the code to see the stock overview. Okay, MMB. If you click MMB, firstly, MMBE. Okay, once you click this one, you have to give your material number, not the GR number. Okay, we have done the see this material number, you have to give it here. And then under which plant, under which storage location you have done this material. Once you're done with this, give execute. You'll get complete details. This is nothing but how much quantity you have received from the vendor, complete stock. For example, under the 250 quantity, if you have sent 100 quality to the quality, that time 100 quality will come here, okay, under the quality inspection, okay, and the remaining 150 quantity will be in unrestricted. And the same thing, there is some consignment and the stock transfer, everything is there. This is in the different scenarios. I mean to say consignment process and then STO process and then subcontracting process. There it will be very important. Okay, there is some changes in the quantities here. Stock transfer and the transfer posting, everything. There is some changes here. As of now, we are receiving the material for our production purpose. We have not received any material to the quality, or else we have not transferred any material to the block. Okay, that's why whatever the material we have received, we have sent it to the unrestricted use. I mean to say we can use this complete 250 quantity for the production purpose. Okay. If we have done the changes in the GR under the quality or the block code indicator and all, you have shown, right? I've shown you the stock types, quality and then block code indicator. Manish?
Yes.
Yeah, if you have maintained that complete stock type to the quality or else the block, that time the data will come into picture here. Okay, as of now, we have done the normal GR. You can observe the changes once you move the material to the blocked stock, or else once you move the material to the quality stock. That time you can observe the changes here. Okay, as of now, it's not required. Just give MMBE and how much quantity you have received from the vendor. Can see the data here. See, under the 1989, this is the client. Under TP10 plant, under this storage location, we have this 250 materials. Okay. See, here and all, it will come as a blank. If we, this return indicator, where you have shown, anyone can guess?
Moment types.
Sorry?
In moment types, we have seen.
That is
Like
the one
also-
scenario we can do the return process. Before creating the GR, I have shown you. I have shown you two checkbox. One is for the free indicator and the other one is the return indicator. Where you have seen that indicator box?
Like in first one tab, like A1, A2, there is the written one.
Before doing the GR only, I have shown you these two checkbox, the return indicator and the free indicator. Before doing the GR, not today's class. In the previous classes, I have shown you the two checkboxes. If you are receiving the material from the vendor freely, we have to check that box. And if the material is, we have to return to the vendor, we have to check that return indicator box. Okay, those two box where you have seen. Before GR, which step we are doing?
PO.
Yes, under the PO you have seen, right? Let me show you one second. What is the display?
23N.
See here, return item and the free of charge, right?
Yes.
Yeah, here only we can do the changes, but as of now it's not required. This you understood, right? The stock overview, what and all the material you have received from the vendor, under which stock type the material is available, you can access the data here. Whether it is in unrestricted one, whether it is in the under the quality, whether it is in the blocked one, all those details you can access by using the MMB, that is the stock overview. Done?
Yes.
Does anyone have the doubt? Monica, Sneha, Harish, Sukanya?
No, ma'am.
No, months.
This normal GR creation we have understood, right? How to create the GR and what all the fields are applicable in the GR and which fields are mandatory and what the fields, what is the function of the specific fields that you have understood, and whatever the stock you have ordered, that and all data you can see here. MMB have written here. MMB, that is the stock overview. As of now, it's showing under the unrestricted one. So in the further classes, you have to do the subcontracting process, consignment process. So there, what and all the quality or the quantity you will mention, there will be a changes here. Stock transfer order, the consignment order, how many material we have ordered on the consignment, and if we have transferred the material to the quality, that time it will come into the quality inspection, and then if we send that particular material to the blocked one, that time how many quantities are in the blocked stock, every details it will show up here. Okay, done.
Yes.
So this you understood how to create the normal GR. Okay, now we'll cancel the document. Okay, cancellation of a material document, the same thing you have to follow. You have to create the material. You have created the material. You have created the vendor. PIR and PR is optional. If you wanted to create, you can create, or else directly you can create the PO. Once you are done with the PO, you have done the GR also. Okay. The cancellation of the document, when it will come into picture means, assume vendor is delivered the 90 piece. Okay. By mistake, you posted for 100 piece. For example, I have ordered the 100 quantity. Manish will deliver only 90 quantity. By mistakenly, what I have done, I have maintained 100 piece only. For this scenario, we do the cancellation of a material document, and we have to do the GR once again for the 90 pieces. Okay. Thus, I will write down here cancellation of a material document. If you're not getting, please let me know. I will go a little bit slow only, okay? But the concept should be clear. So first, okay, what I'll do, I'll just cover GR without PO, okay? So cancellation of your document we'll do tomorrow. So it will be easy for you to understand. 5. Just, this you understood, right? GR with respect to PO. Manish?
Yes, I.
Yes. The second thing, what you have to do, GR without PO. This is the normal MyGo transaction. If you wanted to see all the stock overview, you have to use the MMB. This is the GR with respect to PO. Okay, I'll just write down GR with respect to PO. We have done this, and then without PO, I'll just write down the scenarios where it will come into picture. So you don't need to forget, right? Companies will request materials to vendors on urgent basis without creating any PO. These orders will be placed over phone or through email. In this case, once we receive the stock from vendor, then we'll perform goods receipt without PO. Okay. For this, what you have to do, MyGo, then goods receipt. That is A01, right? Here. A01. Once you're done with this, you have to select under here instead of purchase order, you have to select R10, that is other. Okay. Done?
Yes.
Yes.
Instead of other, for the normal one, or 01 for the purchase order. This is with respect to R01, right? This is goods receipt with respect to PO. MyGo, here goods receipt A01, then purchase order R01, the normal tick code and all. See? Then MMB for the stock overview. This is GR without PO. This is the definition, and then this is the steps. You have the norm and the same thing. MyGo, you have to go. Then you have to select the goods receipt, that is A01. Under here, instead of PO number, you have to mention other here. Okay, we'll do it in a system now. I have selected A01. I selected purchase order. See, randomly, actually this we have done already. Let me try. See, just give the material number or else the material descriptions. Okay, which material I have ordered. All these details will come into picture. What you can see the changes here. Movement type.
Momentum change.
Which movement type it came into picture?
501.
For Normal GR with respect to PO, which movement type?
101.
Type 101, right? Here. In an
101.
interview, they will ask, okay, what is the movement when you do the normal GR? You have to tell 101. For example, in the consignment, what will happen? 101 K will happen, the same 101, but after 101, the K come into picture, okay? So for the confusion, they will ask, what is the movement when you receive the materials in the consignment process? That time 101 K. The normal GR, that is 101. Don't get confused, okay? Here 501. See, without PO number also, based on the material, we can create the goods receipt, okay? I will not say, just observe here 501 movement type. I'll just check how it 501. See here, receipt without purchase order into unrestricted use stock, right? I told you 501 K also. Receipt without purchase order into unrestricted consignment, right? And then I'll show for the 101. See here, 101 goods received for purchase order into stores. The normal 101. The recent changes 101 K is there. Where it is? It's not showing actually. 261 also will be for consignment. When you do the consignment process now, that time it will come into picture. As of now, it's not required. You can see the changes, right? Material document, the movement types. Without, when you do the without PO with respect to the GR, 501 movement type will come into picture. The same steps, MyGo, goods receipt, and then you have to mention the other, and then you have to do the give the material number. Okay. Any doubt?
No.
So Kanya, this two is not done by us. Okay. This is completely done by the PP consultant and the ST consultant. In a real time also, with respect to the PO only, you have to create the GR. This scenario will come into picture rarely. Okay. In some small organization, they will use this one over the phone call or over the mail, but you should be aware about the process. Like in an interview, they may ask, is it mandatory to create the PO for the GR? That time you have to explain the scenario where we can create the GR without PO also. You have to explain the scenario, this scenario. That's why I have written here. That time you have to tell this definition or else from your own words. Okay, but for your understanding purpose, I only give the scenario here. Okay, you may take your own scenarios or else you can create your own scenarios and you can explain. This is just one example. Done?
Yes.
So already it's 11 o'clock. So tomorrow we'll do the cancellation of the GR and then we'll do the return delivery. Once we are done with that, we'll do the configuration part. That is the number ranges and the screen field setting. Under the number ranges, you don't require to create the group and all. Actually, for the GR, it is a centralized one. You don't need to create any new number assignment and all. You just have to see that. And the second one is screen field setting. You can change whatever the field is required for the optional entry or the mandatory. We'll do that process tomorrow. Okay, we'll do the cancellation part. We'll do the return delivery. Then third, in the configuration, we'll do the screen field setting and then number assignment. Done? This you have write down, right? And do some Google work also, okay? Whatever the topics I'm covering. So do some extra work, like you will get, see the scenarios, like you will get the real-time scenarios in the LinkedIn and the website also. They will put some scenario-based questions based on the GR with respect to the PO, without PO also in a real-time scenarios. So don't wait till we cover those topics. Okay. Whenever I'm covering one topic, try with this topic with different scenarios. Right? Any questions? Sukanya, Monica, Sneha, Harish, Manish, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
No, answer.
No.
Just create one GR. Okay. Yes, Neha?
No question.
Yeah, just create one normal GR with new material, vendor, and the PO. You can take the existing vendor material also, but try with the new one. Okay. Once you're done with the GR, see all the fields which are in the GR under the MICO, and you can see that right the help button I have shown you that day how to check all the fields definitions or the fields informations. Or do you want me to share once again? Manish, do you have idea? Right.
No.
Actually, I've shown that one. See, for example, what will, for example, I need this particular field data, right? What you have to do, give right click. You can see here, right? Help, F1.
Yes.
Click on this.
Then the technical one.
Yeah, you will get complete.
Technical information.
Yeah, you will get complete information about particular that field. Okay. The same thing you can do it for all the fields, whichever the information you require. For the document date also, you can take this on which the original document was issued. See here. And I'll show you some other one. Material slip. See. Identify an external document. Don't go with all the fields. It will get more confusion. Whatever the fields I have told you, like the delivery indicator completion box is there. That and all you can access. Okay. See here. Go to the help. You'll get full complete information. Then, Monica,
Yes.
yes. Can anyone tell how I have to search? Monica, you can try. I
What do you
wanted
want to
complete
search?
details about the movement type.
Just click the right one and go to the help.
See, specifies a key for the type of good movement. Each good movement, for example, purchase order variance is allocated to a movement type in the system. Okay, the same thing you can do. Done? Any doubt?
Mm,
Manish?
No.
Okay.
Everything is done.
Today, and create one GR with respect to the PO and without PO also. Okay. And
Okay.
then see all the fields. What and all fields I have told you, the very important fields, you can check with that information part. And then once you're done with the creation of the GER, check that in the MMBE stock overview, how many stocks you have received and everything you can do. And Manish, you can try also. For example, one scenario I have given you, right? For the 250 materials I have ordered in the PO, but vendor will deliver only 150 materials and the remaining 100 materials he will not deliver at time. Try with that scenario also.
Okay.
And then observe the movement type, what it will changes without PO and with PO. And delivery completion indicator, which I shown you, just observe that box also. Okay.
Okay.
And quantity and all, just try with that scenario. I'll tell you tomorrow in the class also. Okay. If you have
Okay.
time, all of you can try with that scenario.
Yes.
I think we have done for today. So if you have any doubt, just let me know. We can connect. And the practice sheet, except Manish,
Yes, ma'am.
then you can just try to submit by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay. And Saturday we'll be having the review session.